Do you like Mario? Do you like me? Do you like shirts? Well, boy howdy, do I have an announcement for you. I am very happy to announce that I have partnered up with the fine folks at the Pixel Empire to bring you 3 lovely shirts. Yes, that Pixel Empire, home of all things nerdy merchandise from shirts to phone cases, posters, and more. Rock me as a Kirby, celebrate Mario month all year long, or just rep the brand. All of these are courtesy of the artist COD Designs, who did, quite frankly, an awesome job. They could all be yours by using the link in the description below and using the discount code AntDude for a 10% discount. And I'm actually doing a giveaway on top of that, link down below as well. Purchasing these would also help out the channel a bunch, and you would look kinda cool wearing them, so that sounds like a win-win to me. Super Mario Party is here, and it's pretty good, I guess.
Ready? Yeah!
This game is claiming to be the return to form that we have all been waiting for, but it still manages to make a few mistakes here and there. There's only 4 boards, and they're all grid-based. It's gross. Other Mario Party games weren't just about playing a board game, it was about exploring these vastly different and original lands to see what wacky scenarios you and your friends can get yourselves into. This new game does get that concept back to where it should be, but it's definitely lacking a ton of the original game's flair. After the lowest of the lows Mario Party fans had to deal with for a few years, quote, being better than 9 and 10 is certainly a low bar to pass. At least the game is still pretty enjoyable with friends, so problems aside, that's kinda nice. There's something I noticed though. Right from the opening cutscene, there are a lot of similarities to the original Mario Party. Stage gimmicks, stage themes, some of the minigames, they weren't really kidding when they said they wanted to go back to the original Mario Party formula here. Mario Party 1. Oh boy, okay, so it is Halloween, after all, and what better way to celebrate the spooky holidays and our Halloween party than with the very first Mario Party. This is gonna hurt. The commercial for this game was wild, man. Mario straight up gets arrested. What a way to sell a Mario game. Mario Party 1, also known as... The Nintendo 64 is such a hub for multiplayer gaming. No matter where you look left, you look right, you are bound to easily find a game that you and a buddy could kill quite a few hours in, and potentially never talk to them ever again. And with this unholy amalgamation of Mario and board game, Mario Party was born. The game begins with a bit of a story. 5 of the Mushroom Kingdom's finest, and Wario, are arguing about which of them is the biggest star. You got Peach out here getting kidnapped every 2 minutes with the nerve to think that she's the best one of the group. Even Mario is like, is she a for real? What the, oh god, guys, what are you doing to poor Weege? Eventually the arguing gets to be too much, and then Toad ascends into the heavens. It's decided that the only way to figure out which character here has all the qualities needed to be a superstar, whatever that means, a competition must be held, those qualities being strength, wisdom, courage, and kindness. 3 of those things are just the Triforce. Everybody runs towards the pipe leading to Party Town, and then boom, party time. Few things in life are as satisfying as seeing a story introduced into a party game as a glue to stick everything together. Personally, I would have preferred a story that doubled down on the whole Mario getting arrested idea. I think at this point everyone is well aware about the way to play Mario Party. You get your turn placement at the start of the board, and then you just kinda go, and then whatever happens, happens. And we got a good handful of boards to play on for this first soiree, most of them being based on the characters involved in said soiree. They try to take advantage of what the characters were all about at this point in time. So Donkey Kong has a jungle, Yoshi's got an island, Peach has a birthday cake, Mario has a castle in the sky, Wario has a war zone? That's a bit of a stretch there, I didn't play that game. And then Luigi has an engine room. Is Mario Party predicting the future with Luigi taking advantage of technology in his own adventures that wouldn't release for a few years after this? Makes you think. Rounding off the boards are Bowser's Magma Mountain and Eternal Star. Like I said, it's a pretty good lineup. It's the first game in the series here. What better way to hit the ground running than by making boards that are based on the characters involved? Even if they're as dumb conceptually as plants on a cake. To spice the different boards up, each one is paired with its own sorta gimmicks. Like Yoshi's Tropical Island, for example, is all about traveling between two different islands. Peach's birthday cake is based on planting flowers? For some reason, what is this woman doing planting flowers on her cake? Luigi's engine room has barriers that alternate between open and closed to really mess up someone's plans, and Wario's Battle Canyon is bad. One of these boards had to take that title, after all. Magma Mountain though, this one is legitimately dumb. Every couple turns, the game just decides to constantly take a bunch of your coins away, which goes completely against the point of the game in the first place. But what would a Mario Party game be without the good old-fashioned chance time? It did make its debut here in this first game, and it's kind of as crazy as ever. Within the span of like 30 to 60 seconds, the entire momentum of the game changes, and it is honestly awesome. I know people don't like the randomness of this, but quite frankly, the yelling that ensues when this happens with a bunch of friends, oh, it's so worth it. Overall though, the boards are just kind of okay, and they're pretty repetitive, honestly. Despite some gimmicks popping up here and there, the boards kinda tend to feel pretty similar. You can occasionally have like this mushroom block pop up to let you roll again or you skip a next turn. That kind of makes things a little more interesting, but no, every board kind of feels the same. To be fair though, I'm pretty sure the developers were really just testing the waters here, throwing whatever they could at the wall and seeing what sticks. That explains how Mario Party 2 is so much better. And you want to know how I know this is the case? Well, to access any of the minigames in free play mode, you have to buy them. Oh, but okay, what if I can't afford the game that I want to play? Oh, no worries there, I'm glad you asked. You just rent them instead. Oh, now I know why Blockbuster failed. Okay, so going against what people typically say here, not all of the minigames in this first game are bad. Some of them are actually quite good and still hold up. Bombs Away was always a favorite of mine growing up. I am more than willing to show off in a game of Crazy Cutter or Facelift. Bumper Balls is here. That's a plus automatically. Oh my, what kind of weird abomination is that? To be honest, the 4-player minigames are generally pretty okay. It's when you play anything else that the game takes a nosedive. The 1 versus 3 games either heavily favor the 1 or the 3, providing no equal level of challenge. One of them is damn near just a game of chance. It's practically impossible to tell which pipe goes where. There are far too many single-player games that pop up way too often. They just feel like a waste of time in my opinion. And then the 2v2 games? There's only like a couple of them, and damn man, they're just kind of okay too. Although I will say, I am a big fan of Bombskitball. It's a clever name for a clever game. Oh, look at this, he shoots, he bounces off Wario, bounces off DK, oh my goodness, he catches the ball and, oh, he scores! Oh, and yeah, a bunch of the minigames have you rotate the analog stick like a maniac, causing legitimate pain. Pedal power, yeah, you just rotate the analog stick. Castaways, oh, you just throw the line out and then you rotate the analog stick. Paddle Battle, I want to die. Doesn't matter how much time you let pass, you think that maybe it's just a meme. Maybe Mario Party 1 isn't that painful to actually play. No. Oh boy, this game hurts. Many of you know the story now as well, but these games caused so much legitimate pain and blisters to children's hands back in the day that Nintendo actually got sued and started sending out gloves to those who can provide a proof of purchase for their game. Say what you will about how they thought this was a good idea in the first place, it is a very, very crazy part of Nintendo's history. I even have this brand new and pretty solid third-party controller with a great analog stick, but really it doesn't eliminate the pain. Ask anyone from back in the day who played Mario Party as a kid, I'm pretty sure their analog stick looks like this. I think it kinda goes without saying here, but Mario Party 1, it definitely suffers from being the first game in the series, aka, boy howdy, this game is rough. Despite all that, it's still not the worst game in the series, but it's easily the weakest of the N64 ones. But yo, shoutouts to Wario in the Japanese version.
Oh my god!
I spent a ton of time playing this when I was a kid, like in the single-player minigame island mode, which just had you play every minigame with a mini-challenge tied to it. I always appreciated when a multiplayer game had some sort of single-player components. It was weird too, because you'd make your way to the top of the island, and then the final boss was Toad. Can you imagine Toad as the final boss? Of anything. Amazing. I have played this game with friends over the years, that's for sure, but really only to remind them of the pain. I have taken a bit of pleasure in seeing fresh reactions to playing a video game that actually physically pains them. Boy, yeah, we should play Mario Party 1. You may have heard some things, but you don't know what's coming. We should play Paddle Battle, that'll be fun. Oh, that explains how I've lost friends over the years.